Sorry about my absence, y'all. I've been under the weather, and still am, technically. In high school, I had this obsession with finding music that none of my friends knew about and selling them on why they should check it out. There's something about leading people to great music that I just found so appealing, and still do, honestly. You're welcome. So for this episode, I'm going to be introducing y'all to an extremely talented soft rock duo that is just getting started. Noe and Stanley, formed in the small town of Jefferson City, Tennessee, they recently released their first EP, American Shield. Normally I dedicate this segment to providing a brief overview of a group or musician's core sound, but because of the fact that these guys are brand spanking new and it's their first official EP, there's not a lot to go off of. So that means we're just gonna dive right in. Booyah! Because of the fact that this is an EP and has only 5 songs on it, I'll be able to dive into each individual track and do my best to fully convey what this EP has to offer. So without further ado, let us begin. The first song is the title track, and here we find an incredibly well-rounded and impressively produced anthem aimed at the proud and insecure.
This American shield's been lifted up, and we'll say we're doing better than you. Forget how you feel when you see it up as a joke on a soulless food.
The overall pace of the song reminds me a lot of Jason Mraz, and the chorus is just a lot of fun and very catchy. Trying to stay in sync with the la la la's actually became a bit of a game the first couple times I listened to it. La 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 lift it up, la 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 lift it up, come on! On top of all this, the message is really fantastic. As Americans, we can oftentimes get so caught up in trying to look like someone else that we lose touch with who we really are. So many people struggle with this, and dare I say it, even people outside of America. So people in Australia can put up American shields too? Totally. This song creatively and uniquely encourages the listener to not fall prey to that. Track 2, Beautifully Broken, is about withstanding trials and growing through the pain and hurt.
The bumps in the road, I was making you beautiful. Making you beautiful.
The vocal work, likable atmosphere, and lyrics really stand out here and make it a very special song. The next song is Sinking to the Bottom, an upbeat melody with some subtle John Mayer vibes to it, and it even has a guitar solo. Raise thy goblet of rock. And in case you were wondering, yes, rock stars do drink chocolate milk. Revolving around the hardships of losing a loved one, this is definitely the darkest point of the album from a lyrical standpoint. The sound, however, is very poppy and peppy and guitar infused. Track 4, Wave As She Goes. An emotional track revolving around the significance of love and what it can look like in its absence. The vocals here are probably the most impressive effort on the EP, and the harmonizing, although subtle, is very impressive. You just gotta listen for it. Whoa. Who put the goblet of rock in front of the camera? Unprofessional. Unprofessional, y'all. Do I have chocolate milk on my lips? Wave As She Goes is yet another extremely strong song on this EP, and there are a few subtle country vibes here, and I don't know if that's on purpose, but I picked up on it. Recorded in Nashville? Well, drive me up a tree and call me a squirrel. That's the darnest thing I ever did here. The final song is Joy Built of Faith, another tune about withstanding pain and breaking free of the bondage it can create.
Hurt has kept your wings from flight, and you lost all this time, but they can't cover up your light because you shine way too bright.
It's a simple song with some powerful atmospheric reverb work done, but it flows so smoothly it brings the album to an incredibly memorable and soft end. And now that we made it through all that, let's discuss the EP as a whole. I should probably take this opportunity to confess that I'm actually really good friends with Kane and Stanley, the lead singer and acoustic guitar player. Does that make me biased? Maybe a little. But trust me when I say these guys are the genuine article. They bring a refreshing and unique blend of sounds to the table, and there's a lot of real talent here, and I know that from personally capturing it over the years.
If love is a river, I'll flow to you, yeah. Wherever you are, yeah, yeah. It's all that we could bear to play.
The lyrics on this EP revolve around withstanding trials, facing pain, caring for others, and putting down our shields and learning how to be vulnerable with the people around us. The production work here is so impressive to me, and I know Kanan, and I know he always puts a ton of work into making it sound as good as it possibly can, but when I finally heard the finished product, it completely blew me away. The guitar work is strong, the piano is beautiful, the vocal work is really impressive, and everything just sounds incredible, especially considering the fact that it's their first official EP. Coming up with a favorite song was actually really hard for me because I legitimately enjoyed every single song. But I'll probably go with the one that impressed me the most, and that would be the title track. The guitar work, the production, the vocals, everything just came together so above my expectations. It completely blew me away. My least favorite song is Sinking to the Bottom, and it's not that I don't like it, because honestly I do love it. I listen to it all the time and love the guitar solo and love the John Mayer subtle vibe, but it's not as good as the other 4 songs, in my opinion. American Shield is an unforgettable anthem for the hurt and hurting. Seriously, y'all, don't miss out. This is some great stuff. And it's on Spotify, so y'all have no excuse for not listening to it. Also, if you aren't already, try to find Noe and Stanley on Facebook and follow their group because they have a lot of cool stuff coming up, especially if you're located in or around Nashville. I give the EP American Shield an 8 out of 10. Extremely strong first effort, and I cannot wait to hear more from these guys. And since you're already on Facebook trying to find Noe and Stanley, why don't you go ahead and follow my group, Elm Enterprises, because you know I like to pump out content on occasion too.
Wait a minute, what are you doing, man?
Cut.
I just
Did I, at any point, ask you to stop playing?